Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Hey, so here's something we've done before at the start of a video. Remember when Donald Trump said this famous quote?
Everything woke turns to shit, okay?
Everything woke turns to you-know-what. Oh, how true that statement is. Whenever diagnosed with the woke mind virus, the results are always predictable and always decisive and relatively swift. We're talking always somewhere within the realm of total, utter collapse. Everything woke reaches the same friggin' fate. And this year, playing in front of pretty much everybody's eyes, we've got the Paris Olympics. You know, something you probably hoped would be above all this nonsense. But of course, it seems as though very little of our cultural institutions have developed some sort of effective immunity to the woke mind virus. You would hope that we could just enjoy sports without this cultural revolution nonsense. But of course not. The Olympics has been totally co-opted, and what a freaking clown show it continues to be. Now, I'm not going to say that everything about the Olympics is woke. Of course, there's still a lot of good sports going on. But every now and then, you just get hit with this woke crap. We got another one of those moments, and of course, we got to have a conversation about it. We've got some stuff to get into. So let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so I guess the Olympics opening ceremony wasn't embarrassing enough. France set the woke standard, and then, of course, out of its mind woke, Australia stepped into the room and said, "Hold my VB."
If you're a fair dinkum full-grown Aussie, this is what you'd have for breakfast, you dog. A VB long neck.
Hold my beer, it's my turn. Australia takes the stage. Here they've presented the Australian breakdancing champion that's been sent to the Olympics to represent the nation. And, well, what the frick am I even watching? It's so much better with the funny music applied. But yup, what you just witnessed, that was the best breakdancer that Australia could summon to represent their nation at the Olympics. Holy frickin' moly. What exactly went wrong and how did we get here? Now, of course, I know you're confused. Some people might be thinking, well, okay, so Australia sent an incredibly hilarious, horrible breakdancer to compete at this year's Olympics. What's so wrong about it? Well, it's kind of like the continuation of the whole, Captain Marvel thing. It's not just somebody slipping through the cracks or just an innocent coincidence. No, this was an overt DEI play from the Australian Olympics Commission. I don't know, apparently it has something to do with inclusivity or female representation.
What I can say is that I love Rachel, and I think that what has occurred on social media with trolls and keyboard warriors and taking those comments and giving them airtime has been really disappointing. If you don't know Rachel's story, in 2008, she was locked in a room crying, being involved in a male-dominated sport as the only woman, and it took great courage for her to continue on and fight for her opportunity to participate in a sport that she loved. And that got her to winning the Olympic qualifying event to be here in Paris. She is the best breakdancer female that we have for Australia. Now you look at the history of what we have had as women athletes has faced in terms of criticism, belittlement, judgment, criticism, and simple comments like they shouldn't be there. 100 years ago, leading into Paris 1924, Australia sent a team of 37 athletes. None were women. 100 years later, we have 256 women represented here, and Ray Gunn is an absolutely loved member of this Olympic team.
Yeah, we're all a bunch of bad people for having a little bit of fun, for making jokes at this obviously hilarious situation.
That's not right! Don't be mean to our breakdancer Olympian. She is a female icon and a queen and shall be respected.
How dare you!
Yeah, so you pretty much guessed it. Anybody who laughs at this situation, anybody who thinks it's ridiculous, I guess is now some sort of misogynist, alt-right online troll who deserves to be condemned and probably arrested by the UK police for engaging in horrible hate speech. And by the way, that's a real thing. Might as well shine some light on that on a little tangent.
We will throw the full force of the law at people. And whether you're in this country
committing crimes on the streets or committing crimes from further afield online, we will come after you. Being a keyboard warrior does not make you safe from the law. You can be guilty of offences of incitement, of stirring up racial hatred. There are numerous terrorist offences regarding the sort of publishing of material. All of those offences are in play if people are provoking hatred and violence on the streets, and we will come after those individuals just as we will physically confront on the streets the thugs and the obs who are causing the problems for communities.
Yeah, the UK police now wants to arrest you if you say things that they think are mean, even if you type that thing on the internet in a foreign nation. But anyways, back to the woke world of Clown Olympics. Again, the whole thing is backwards. You're a misogynist. You're a deeply horrible, bigoted person if you laugh at this young girl dancing her heart out at the Olympics. She earned it. She earned her position there. What are you talking about? These people are going on about inclusivity and simply just allowing people to compete because, I don't know, I guess they're female and they're breaking some sort of, gender stigma or glass ceiling. Then, of course, it leads to these two situations. One situation, you have people competing in an environment which they're clearly not qualified for. And the other situation, you have men competing in female sports and beating the living crap out of them. But let's really focus and hone in on that first situation because that's exactly what's happening here. It's basically DEI comedy theater played out in front of your very eyes. They're going on and on about inclusivity, then they just randomly include people for no freaking reason whatsoever, as if the Olympics is some sort of talent show. I guess the Olympics now is American Idol. Let's bring back the early 2000s she-bang guy to compete in female Olympic boxing, because why not? It's all some sort of weird circus reality TV show clown show. They've created this ridiculous environment where essentially they create a stage for people to ridicule themselves, and then when you ridicule them, you're the bad guy. No, it's not our fault. It's you and your idiotic woke nonsense. This is what you've created. Australia's a nation. Australia has a population of 26 million people. And out of these 26 million people, you really mean to tell me that the best breakdancer that you could find for the Olympics to represent your nation was this person? Some sort of bunny-hopping feminist icon. Give me a break, please. It's a laughing stock. It's not our fault. The wokeness is just ridiculous. And again, it feels so incredibly counterproductive. Instead of actually sending qualified people, or I don't know, a qualified woman, like Lithuania did, they send a total diversity hire. It's this constant cultural coercion, let's call it. Democrats want to control culture. They want to control outcomes. Essentially, they want to play God. But you simply can't. You can encourage the culture. You can encourage girls to participate in things that they might not generally lean towards, but you don't force it just for representation's sake. Oh, well, dancing makes her so happy, and it's been really tough for her as a girl in a male-dominated sport, so let's send her to the Olympics. What is that kind of thinking? It makes no freaking sense whatsoever. And we're not the bad guys for ridiculing it all. No wonder everything woke turns to you-know-what. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. That's today's update on the clown world. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.